everyone, welcome to Heart Matters. The matters of your heart matters because you do. This is my very first ever blog appearance, and even right now, I just would like to thank those who have already liked, subscribed, and shared my first offering, The Art of Letting Go. Para po dun sa mga nagtatanong, bakit daw hindi ako nakita doon. Nako, ang original, mag-explain lang po ako ng konti. The original plan was for me to narrate that, and then it's going to land on a little explanation about unresolved grief. Kaya lang medyo hindi po kinaya ng aking damdamin ang pagnanarrate at ang pang-discuss ng topic na yon at that particular point in time. But it's going to be reserved, nakabuti po, kasi it's gonna be remodeled and would be discussed on another episode, which is, I think, mas magiging maganda at mas magiging in-depth na discussion. Pero wag po kayong mag-alala because in this particular episode, I would be discussing a topic that I think is of equal importance given the things that are happening around us. I have entitled this episode, Heart Leaks, with the subtitle in Tagalog, Paano Tumatagas ang Puso Mo? Our heart shows. Yes, it does. The way we react to things gives us a really big clue on what's going on inside our hearts. I'm not really a Freud fan, but I do agree with him in certain points, such as the important role of the subconscious and past experiences on the way we are reacting to things right now in the present. Whenever there is a threat to us, anxiety is experienced. Yung anxiety, parang it's a feeling of impending doom that's about to happen to us, though we really cannot place it at the moment, that it disturb yung consciousness natin. So kapag may threat, ang galing lang kasi automatically we form defense mechanisms to soften the blow that's about to happen. Yun nga lang, minsan, though it involves distortion and distortion of reality, it's serving its purpose at the moment, which is for us to be able to cope with whatever pain or anxiety we are feeling at the moment. So, ito po yung i-enumerate ko sa inyo ngayon. And let's try to identify ano ba yung defense mechanism na madalas nating ginagawa. Denial. We close our eyes to the problem at hand. So, we know that it's there, but we're just actually not, ayaw nating harapin na nandoon talaga at ayaw nating i-acknowledge na nandoon talaga yung problema. Well, ano ang magiging disadvantage? Kahit naman hindi mo harapin yung problema, nandoon pa rin at apektado yung puso mo. Okay, in case naman of abusive homes, for example, if the father abuses the children and the mother doesn't want to lose the father, so she denies that there really is a problem that's going on. She closes her eyes to the truth that there's really a problem going on in their homes. Regression, this form of defense mechanism, brings us back to a less developed or a less mature emotional stage. So this is very common na makikita mo yung mga very, very strong na tao, biglang nagra-rant, biglang nag-walk out, biglang biglang umiiyak, biglang nanginginig na sa takot. That's just a form of coping, and usually it brings us back to a stage na pwedeng that time it worked for us, or pwedeng that time somebody came through for us. Projection. We attribute our own unacceptable thoughts, motives, behavior towards someone else. So, for example, sabihin natin, nakakainis yan, napaka-weak ng personality. Pero actually, yun yung pinakang ayaw natin sa sarili natin. Displacement. This is a redirection of a hostile emotion towards a safer target. Para po sa akin, ito yung isa sa pinakang evident na defense mechanism ngayong quarantine season. Dahil yung object ng galit ng isang, kunyari nanay or tatay, sa gobyerno or towards another person, perhaps sa isang boss na nagtanggal sa kanya or whatever, hindi niya mailabas sa kanila. So, he's going to turn naman into a hostile father sa children, sa asawa. Kasi for him, hindi naman sila magre-retaliate and they are a safer target kesa dun sa original na object of their wrath. Reaction formation. This is behaving in a way that is totally opposite to what one is feeling. For example, we're acting so sweet and yun, sobrang sweet kahit na galit na tayo deep within us. Nakangiti ka kahit galit ka na deep within you. Rationalization. This form of defense mechanism justifies unacceptable behavior by assigning admirable traits to it. So parang it's like something like a father who is having another woman would say to his family na, mabuti nga, umuuwi pa ako sa inyo. Yung iba dyan talaga, totally, pinabayaan na nila yung pamilya niya. As if that is, by doing so, it justifies the action. Repression pushes back painful memories to the subconscious. Ito yung pinakang mahirap i-trace, hindi obvious, pero this affects us the most. Kasi nakatago lang naman talaga siya in one part of our brain. And yet, kasi for me, we just forget. But our heart and our body remembers. Para siyang may instinct of its own. So yan po yung mga defenses ng ating heart and the way we respond to things. And also, like what I have said at the start of this vlog, it is really quite important for us to identify our defense mechanisms, the way we react to challenges, the way we react to difficulties, kasi it might be a clue to something deeper that's lodged in your heart. So, ano ba ang purpose, kagaya ng sinabi ko kanina, ng defense mechanism? It's just to soften the blow. Okay? Para siyang first aid. Okay? It's good and it has served its purpose for the moment, but it should be temporary. Because in the long run, it's not going to be good for us. We will always be rooted in the way we have reacted before, which is, I think, not going to be applicable to us now as adults. Unsolicited advice is habit process. Kasi very, very important po na nabavalidate ang heart natin. Lahat naman tayo merong mga pinagdaanan, lahat merong mga sari-sariling experiences, and these experiences, especially the unpleasant ones, kailangan siyang ma-explore for us to be able to know kung talagang nakamove on tayo or hindi. Yung iba nagsasabi, bakit ba kailangan pambalikan yung nakaraan? Well, my simple answer to that is, if there's something in your past that's affecting the present, then it's worth exploring. For me, pag may mga nakikita ka sa sarili mo, may mga reaction ka na kahit ikaw hindi mo talaga maintindihan kung saan siya kinukuha, chances are there's something there in your past that's hindering you from reacting the way a mature person would. In cases of trauma, it is really very important that we are processed, especially when it was done to us as a child. It's very important for us to be, sitting back and be given that perspective, that point of view, that abuse, that the trauma has been done to the child. But now, you're now sitting back there, you're now an adult, and you now have the power to overcome that. You now have the power to come to your defense. Hindi naman talaga instantaneously ang pag-address sa heart issues natin. Pero ang maganda lang, if we are willing to expose it and we are willing to process it, mas na-expose sila. And you know that you are better today than yesterday. Kumbaga parang sa gyera, isa-isang na-expose kung saan yung kampo ng kalaban. Kasi madali lang pag ang kalaban outside of us eh. Pero if it's within, yun ang pinakamahirap sa lahat. But you know, when the enemy starts to be exposed within us, we're just going to realize we have a different response. For example, in the area of forgiveness, when we have been so hurt badly by someone that we don't really want to see those people, it helps when we talk about it and it helps when we process it because now we know where we're coming from. Kumbaga, nababantayan mo na, so, parang hindi ka naman talaga nag-ibang tao. You were just put in a better situation. Parang you can now forgive because your heart now is in a better place. Don't keep it bottled up. Ask help, seek help. Be proactive also in seeking help because not everyone can guess naman what's on your mind. Find a few people who can be, that safe place. Yung pwedeng no holds barred, yung you know that you're not going to be judged. They're there. Minsan hindi lang natin napapansin because of our own defenses na rin. Na iniisip natin kagad na hindi tayo maiintindihan. But my advice for you is just, you try. Try to identify those people. I'm sure there's more than one person who's willing to help you. I'm sure there are people who'd be more than willing to help you carry the burden. I know I used to be that person who's always keeping things to herself. Kinakaya lahat, ayokong makastorbo, ayokong makaabala. But ever since I have decided to open up people to undergo the healing process, it's really very different. Ngayon ko lang nalaman kung gaano karaming lie yung binabato sa akin, sa isip ko, sa puso ko, that no one would understand. But that's just that. It's a lie. Ever since I have walked in healing and in a better understanding of myself, I became more understanding of other people. A heart that's truly healed would be wanting everyone around him or her to be healed as well, to experience that peace within, to walk in the beauty of everything around her. Thank you for watching and gusto ko lang pong ipaalam sa inyo na nanonood ngayon kahit ano pa man ang tagas ng puso mo, God loves you. And to Him, the matters of your heart matters because you do. At this point, I would like to extend an invitation for all of you who want to explore this topic further to a webinar series that we will be launching in September. It's entitled Unlocked: Keys to Discovering the Real You. We are opening for everyone, wherever you are, so long as you have an internet connection. You could comment here for if you are interested, or for those of you who know me personally, you could PM me for the details. Please hit like, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and feel free to share. Thank you so much once again for watching Heart Matters. The matters of your heart matters because you do. Till next episode, God bless you everyone.